When I get to the charts, I'm always first starting at the higher time frames. And so when I come here, I'm going to look at the daily and I'm going to see where the daily is headed and what it's been doing. So as you can see here, the previous day, last week, it closed super bearish, okay? Kind of filled this range. And so as you can see here, it's rejected quite a bit. So this daily candle is most likely going to have a pretty big direction potentially where price will go. If price does this again, where it closes pretty strong bullish, then we have a high probability that it could come back up because it's rejected out of here. But it's also up here rejected here. So if this closes bearish in the day, and it's a Monday, so I don't have to be super aggressive here, then you can see that it probably will set the tone potentially to go back down here. Again, Bryce can do whatever it wants, but I'm playing off of probabilities. Okay, so I look at the daily chart. I can see that there's clean traffic to the left here. If it goes back down, if it comes back up here and breaks its high, it's got some nice, really clean traffic. And so typically what I also see is when you have these long stretches is price has a high probability at some point to come back up halfway through the range here to kind of feel that. So it wouldn't shock me if price came back up here the next day or two to kind of fill some of this range before crashing back down again if that's what it wanted to do. Okay, so the 4 hour is really where I play off of. And so if I'm in a session where the 4 hour doesn't really have a lot of direction, unless I have really A+ setups, which I did, the first trade I had is a very strict A+ setup. When I see that, it doesn't matter if it's a Monday, it's a Friday, I take that trade. And what I mean by that, trade right here earlier, it was this one. When I see this trade right here, okay, this, you have a bearish closer and then it closes bullish with this type of candle, this trigger candle, I'm in, no question at all.